Good morning guys, and welcome to another video of Breakfast with C. Today is a little bit different. It will not be a lifestyle video because I really wanted to share this with you. I'm going to walk through and bring you with me through my fitness journey, starting from very back in the teen years until now, because I think that it's something very interesting, my story. I really did a lot. I've had a lot of ups and downs, and I'm also hoping to help or inspire somebody else on this journey so that you don't feel alone, you don't feel lost, but just to let you know that everybody's experiencing something different, so you should never compare yourself to other, but sometimes it's really inspiring, or maybe it can help somebody to hear these stories. So yeah, let's get started. I've always been a very sporty person, and since I was little, my mom all the time made me do sport. I mean, I was happy to do it, but she all the time told me that I've had to choose at least one sport or one discipline that I wanted to train. So I was really free with my choice, so I could really try a lot, and this is also one of the reasons that I was falling in love with sports since I was a child, because I really tried a lot of different activities. I tried tennis, basketball, swimming, athletics, box, and I realized that I really liked endurance sport. So I did, for example, swimming for 4 years. I was a sprinter. I was training for 100-meter sprints. I was all the time very happy to do athletic. It was very fun, and I was also doing competitions. At some point things started to change because I was getting a bit more into like 16 years old, and I was having other interests in my life, and athletic did not make so much fun anymore. Yeah, I was just in a bad place. Therefore I really decided to stop the competitions and stop everything. And when I stopped, then I gained weight, and I became very lazy and very sloppy. Then I was not doing any sport at all, and yeah, it was not a nice period in my life. Then in 2016 everything changed, because I remember that 2016 was the first year that I ever subscribed to a gym for weightlifting, and I started to do weightlifting. At the beginning it was really funny because my weights were not really weights, but it was like 1 kilogram or 2 kilograms. Of course, I was just starting, and I had all my diet and fitness culture in my head that if I was using a lot of weights, I would become a man, and yeah, so it was a bit confusionary, all of it. But eventually, with the time and the patience and the work that I put in, I have to say that I was reaching very good results, and of course at the beginning it was necessary for me to get some personal training sessions. I really had a lot of personal training sessions. I was asking a lot for help at the gym. Don't be afraid to ask for help for your technique to people that seem more expert than you, or to personal trainers. Really, there's nothing wrong with that. After this, I had my first results, and I was also researching online a lot about technique over the years. I still do, because I believe that there's always room for improvement, and this became really my passion. So I really enjoyed going to the gym. I was going 4 or 5 times per week, and yeah, I still to today, it's the only sport that I've been very constant throughout the years. Then COVID changed a lot of things. So when the corona pandemic started to really spread, of course we were completely locked down in our houses, and I was living with my family. Of course I could not go to the gym anymore, and it was also during exam sessions. I was still studying, so yeah, it was kind of tough. But I decided to take this period of lockdown, where you are forced to be completely at home, as a challenge for myself to become better. So I started with we had some weights at home, not a home gym at all, but we just had some random weights and maybe some yoga mats. And so I was doing a lot of I was following along a lot of YouTube videos, for example, for cardio workouts or for heat workouts. And I was doing some exercises with these weights. I only had a pair of dumbbells. By that time, then I also started to really track a lot of macros and calories and everything. At the beginning, I started just to have a look what I was eating, but then eventually it became a bit more stressful and a bit more in the side of obsession. And this period also I really did not like. I lost a lot of weight in 3 months. I had a weight loss of 10 kilograms in 3 months, and this is absolutely not okay. It's too fast, and I was losing also a lot of muscles. I mean, here you can see some pictures that I was completely lean, so very, very thin, but with no muscles at all. And I don't know, by that time I liked my body. I liked how my body transformed, but looking back now at these pictures, I think that this was very unhealthy. And also I was not eating carbs almost, and I had a total intake of I think 1400 kilocalories, which is very, very low, especially for somebody that does a lot of sport. So yeah, this was not good. And after this period, when everything reopened and we could have social contacts again, this was also tough, I noticed. I mean, of course, there is all the psychological aspect of being locked for 3 months with no contacts, and then suddenly you can go around and see friends. So of course, this is something that for your mind is a bit upsetting. So it took me some time, but also for me it was very stressful because this meant that I could not track calories, I could not follow my nutrition anymore, and I couldn't be more far from the truth. But of course this is what I was thinking, and yeah, eventually everything faded a little bit as I went on with my life. I mean, I had so much to focus on, also university, and yeah, so it was really in the end everything settled on its own. But looking back at this period, I really think that I developed an obsession for calorie tracking and for weight loss. And I think around 2022, 2023, I was back at my initial weight before the COVID started. So I gain back all of the kilograms that I was losing during the lockdown. But I gained them back very slowly and by eating intuitively. So I really focus on eating intuitively and listening to my body for 2 or 3 years after this. And this period really taught me a lot because at the beginning it was very difficult, especially if you count calories for so much time, to really connect and feel your level of hunger, right? So this was difficult, and at the beginning I really noticed that I could not sense if I was really hungry or if I was thirsty. I really had completely lost the sense of touch with my body, the sense of hunger, the sense of emotional connection with my body, and this was sad. So it took me quite a long to regain this connection. Now I have to say that I completely am back on track, but this took me 2 or 3 years. So yeah, after this I was just focusing, going at the gym 4 times per week as usual, and yeah, eventually I had a bit of muscle mass more, and I really tried to lock in, and that's when I decided that I wanted to really build muscles. And for all of you, I'm sure that you already know that for building muscles you need food. You really have to eat at least in a bit of a surplus to build a bit of muscles. So that's what I started. This was last year. I started my bulking phase, and from there I had a period where I did not go to the gym for a few months because of personal reasons. But I was not going to the gym, and I was really with no muscles in my body. So not no muscles, but I was really feeling like, you know, a bit like a pudding, and I did not like it. So yeah, I started with the gym again. I really logged in and did the work 4 times per week, all weeks, and I really was consistent with tracking my lifting weights. So at the beginning I started with some weights that I put on a table, and then I tracked consistently all sessions the amount of reps and the amount of kilograms that I was lifting, and I really saw a lot of progress, especially after a very short period. Strength increased so much. I was eating still intuitively because I was not tracking, but I was eating according to my hunger and even a bit more because, as I said, I wanted to be in a slight surplus. By the end of this period, I gained 6 kilograms of not lean muscle, but I mean, I have to say that my diet was mainly very clean, so of course there was also a little bit of fat in between, but I was really happy with my conditions, and I really doubled my glutes, and I had a lot of muscle mass also in my upper body, and I was really feeling very strong. And this was around Christmas time. So after Christmas I decided that maybe for me it was time to start to lean back a little bit, because at some point I also felt very heavy, and yeah, so I decided to cut a little bit the calories, and this I also did intuitively in the first part, and I could, just by listening to my level of hunger and by maybe eating a little bit less of what I usually eat. I did it completely intuitively, and from Christmas to now I lost currently 6 kilograms again. So I'm back to the initial weight that I started before doing this bulk and cut thing, but with a much better body composition. And yeah, this was in a total of 8 months, I would say. So yeah, almost 10 months. So really happy with the conditions that I have right now. And now I am also going and trying to tap a little bit in the endurance sport. I am making my first steps towards triathlon. So I'm actually right now cutting down with the gym a little bit. Instead of 4 sessions, I do 3, and I rearranged my workout plan accordingly. And now I also have 2 cycling units, 2 run units, and 1 swim per week in addition to gym. So it's really a lot. If you're interested, this is my workout split, and I can even make a video a week of workout with me. I think this would be something interesting. But yeah, it was quite a journey, and now I hope to get even better. And yeah, and right now my goal is to really increase my endurance. So I really want to focus a lot on cycling, swimming and running, and I've really already saw a lot of progress, especially at the beginning. I think that the progress is increased very rapidly. Yeah, I want to focus into this. Of course, I will still do gym because it's very important to have muscles that are very well trained, and I also want to have toned look. And yeah, I'm looking forward. I think that I want to lose a bit more, 2 or 3 kilograms more, and then keep it at maintenance for a while I focus on my endurance sport. So this is my journey so far, and as said, it was really a long ride, and now I have the feeling that I'm much more, I gain a lot of experience with this journey. I have to say that I have a very good knowledge about nutrition and about how to train effectively to reach your goals. And yeah, if you're curious to know more, you can write it in the comments. If you're also on your own fitness journey and you feel like you're stuck, or you need guidance that is personalized, balanced, and also based on real experience, I am now offering a one-on-one personal coaching for women that want to feel energized, stronger, and confident in their bodies. So don't hesitate, and if you're interested, you can find all the information below about my coaching, or you can drop me a DM on Instagram at Breakfast with C. And yeah, until then, I thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it would be inspiring for you, and I hope that I could help somebody. Remember to not focus on numbers, but to focus on your body. Listen to it. It will always know what to do. So take care. Bye bye.